I was so excited to talk to you about this documentary.
But I wanted to create this docuseries. Docuseries.
I filmed it too soon. The sun was blinding behind me. Looked like the afterlife. I was going on and on and on, and I didn't even realize that the video was botched. But I don't care. I'll do it again because I'm so excited to talk to you about this new documentary. Did you see the new documentary? The blockbuster documentary that just hit the internet? No, it's not on Netflix. It's on Danielle Walter's Instagram. A 21-part limited docuseries about how this insufferable man basically swept her off her feet in 90 days. Where there was an MTV show about this.
So sweet, and returning to that feeling like, oh, we are a teenager again. You're like with that cold in our stomach, the butterflies, and
yeah,
you know, and this is such a special thing for me, babe. It's like I could return to the same feeling when I was a teenager, like that fire, that love, and oh my God, I'm gonna see her today. I'm gonna see you, you know.
That's so sweet.
Yeah.
This is a 21-part limited mini docuseries about how hard he sneezed when he looked at her in her frilly red dress.
Hey, baby. Treating you as my princess, as my lovely girlfriend.
How cute it was when he did the normal thing. So beautiful. Every episode is titled like a TED Talk given by a couple that survived a recession together forever. A war, financial ruin. Y'all knew each other for 3 months.
Ending this, I just want to say to the single girl out there that's been watching and waiting for their person, our love story is for you. And I want our story to give you hope.
Yeah.
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 We did it.
We did it.
Yes.
You could grow out of a haircut faster than they'd known each other for context. Danielle in San Francisco is a spin-off Emily in Paris that we didn't really need. I'm just kidding. Okay, I did enjoy Emily in Paris. It was my guilty pleasure. But just like Emily in Paris, Danielle's content is framed in magical realism. Every coffee date is a sign from the universe.
In a shocking turn of events, Pilot Man has resurfaced.
Every text back is a desperate man in love with her.
Okay, that went really well.
She's charming. She's whimsical.
Oh my gosh, that was incredible.
She's just living her story.
That was a very sweet date.
Now she's telling it with a boyfriend.
Hi, babe.
Who says nothing.
Deep conversations early on. Times dating just sort of slides into a relationship. Yes, this is my husband. How I knew that it was probably going to happen. The sweetest thing I've ever seen.
Okay, not because he doesn't want to, because he can't. He can't get a word in. She won't let him. He can only make faces. And
Did or understood what I did. So I kind of knew something was happening. Honey?
respiration ASMR.
Did or understood what I did.
He can only breathe, really. He breathed a lot into the microphone. It felt like we were kissing. I'm sorry. The lips smacking. And her too. Y'all need better mics. Or put them a little bit farther. Put them out of your mouth, okay? So while the saliva's churning in his mouth, she's retelling every normal thing that's ever happened in her love story like it's a prophecy for greatness. He looked at me, I looked at him, and we looked at each other.
How my dad hugged you?
Yeah, he hugged me.
What was that like?
He hugged me and he put his head.
Retelling a relationship like nobody's ever been in a relationship.
So it's just so fun. We did rides and we did the arcade after.
This is a unique experience. You would know.
This is not most cases.
It's her first rodeo with a love bomber.
Never give up on me.
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah.
Never go away. Stay.
Okay, it's a canon event. Sometimes you just have to let it happen.
You came to me and said, I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Some lessons have to be learned the hard way.
I'm not gonna leave.
Yeah, because I can't lose your heart.
But I've never had that.
I never had a heart like yours, my love.
Oh, baby. I really want her to be happy. I hope this works out. But out of concern for her, a lot of fans wanted to help her, to warn her. But she's not having it!
And just like some people watching right now, thinking I'm getting ahead of myself, or who didn't like the pace I was going, or don't like how I express myself, you name it, there's been every opinion.
It kind of reminds me of Ariana and Cynthia's relationship, you know, like in those interviews when there's only one person doing all the talking and the other...
I think we found it.
that weird ass... Yeah. It's kind of like it's romantic, but in a theatrical kind of way, you know? It's not real. It's just not genuine. Okay, because if somebody needs to make you a 21-part limited mini docuseries about their relationship and explain why it's goals, healthy, and dreamy, it usually is not. Okay, we're 3 months in. Okay, 3. We're already talking about
And what we're carrying forward, our conflict resolution styles, premarital test.
Never give up on me.
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah.
Never go away.
babe, you met in summer. Yeah. At the gym last Tuesday.
The guy that I met at the
Well,
gym.
the funniest part is nothing bad even happened. How could it? Okay, it's been a few days. There's no conflict. There is no obstacle. There's really not much that warrants setting up a tripod and making a dramatized 21-part mini docuseries about you finally dating someone.
I'm about to go out with Brazilian man on a first date.
And it's unironic. It's not comedy. It's not like, oh, content. No, it's like,
And I want our story to give you hope. Maybe yours is sooner, maybe yours is later.
so let me share our story. Like, girl, be for real. Just a whole lot of language.
This man, my mentor, just like refined gold, he showed me like, if I treat you as my treasure, you give me the treasure inside of you, which is your femininity, which is your vulnerability.
And him especially.
Yeah.
He can talk for days and say nothing.
You know,
The series is not documenting a relationship. It's manufacturing gravitas. Hugging a dad becomes a rite of passage.
I feel like that's such a rite of passage.
Dinner? Destiny. Her man said couples night instead of date night because that's just how Brazilians say date night, couples night.
So cute. He calls it couples night.
Couples night.
We call it date night.
He's the one.
Without a shadow of a doubt, this is my husband.
I'm treating it like a subliminal message from the universe. Calm down. What is that? That's not romance. That's over narration. Why is everything being treated like a milestone? You know, nothing's even happened yet. What are you gonna do when you get married? A Marvel trilogy. This is the wild love story of Danielle Walters that could have been an email. Danielle Walters is an influencer.
Content creator, influencer.
You love that word. She loves it too.
I am an
She's a
influencer.
self-proclaimed influencer. She's this beautiful, fun, life-loving lady that was really putting herself out there, you know? She was really trying to go on dates.
I am on my way to a first date. 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 First date.
She made a series out of it, which became one of the audience's favorite things to watch. She'd get ready with us to go on dates. She'd go on them, come back, and tell us about them. Very juicy. Honestly, love it. And initially, there was something about her that everybody loved. Her authenticity. She seemed like a genuine person. She had a very eccentric style in clothing, in wallpaper. No, because that's pretty bold. You're gonna put that on one wall? No, we're gonna cover the whole room with this wallpaper. You know, when I first looked at it, I was like, no. Danielle, put the paper down. But it grew on. So yeah, she's an eccentric character. A main character, like in fiction, she believes she's in a movie. It's like she's guaranteed a happy ending almost. You can tell from the way she tells her dating stories, the way she's telling them. Sometimes sounds like the man is just not interested the way she believes. She's reading into it differently.
He ended up being 30 minutes late. He basically has a routine that he didn't want to change too much. He ended up being really sweet. He brought me chocolates, and so that was really sweet. He's a nice guy.
And when the audience tries to point things out for her, it's treated as a threat, as hate, from Park Guy
But we identified that the social media
to
thing.
Philly Guy
He saw my social media and got
to
scared.
Pilot Guy, who only texts her when he's in town.
I get a text from Pilot Man to reconnect.
What does that mean? He only texts you when you're... That's a booty call, is what that is. You never come to mind. You know, never thinks about you unless he's in town. The audience alarm goes off. Danielle! Wake up! Danielle, wake up! You know, she's dating.
I'm about to go out with Brazilian man on a first date.
Until this one first date debrief
And if I had to describe him, man,
becomes a second date debrief.
this might be it.
Becomes a third date debrief. We never got to
About to
third.
get picked up for a third date.
Becomes fourth.
Let's get ready for a fourth date.
And then fifth.
I'm getting picked up for a fifth date right now as we speak.
Danielle, you finally met a man.
Without a shadow of a doubt,
This is my husband.
The man was Lucas, a personal trainer, life coach, influencer who like talks like this.
This is the perfect summary.
People didn't really like him. They're looking out for their Danielle. Kind of looked like that one guy from Friends that nobody liked either. But he was a PT. He was also a life coach. Just like how Danielle loves to give unsolicited advice, he does too. And he was on a path to become a wannabe influencer, which she was.
This is a day in my life as a 32-year-old full-time influencer.
His work depended on word of mouth.
Here I've been working as a personal trainer, life coach, and nutritionist. We need each other, not them.
People were a little concerned. He might be using her. That was it, okay? Danielle was love-struck. Live, love, Lucas. And she set up that tripod in front of that bench and they whispered away their love story like a couple that met at a Whole Foods just after Pilates. I don't know why they're whispering it to us like it's pillow talk.
Like what we want,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Like, y'all can be intimate. You don't have to be intimate with me. So if you isolate any single moment from their series, a dinner,
We had lots of dinners, one at your good friend's house with the private sushi chef.
a gift,
You gave me my actual birthday present, which is this diamond necklace.
a compliment.
And
So sweet.
yeah, and you were dressed in amazingly.
You liked my dress.
Oh my God, she was so pretty.
A scrapbook.
He made a scrapbook of the photos of us together.
It all looks fine. Nice, even. The discomfort doesn't come from what happens. All right, it's coming from how it's framed. Now, there's no obvious cringe yet. There's no red flags like glaring at you. There's no villain, okay? He hasn't done anything creepy. She is kind of preachy, to be honest, but still, nothing has technically gone wrong. But that's the point. What makes you uneasy isn't the behavior, it's that narration layer on top of it. Like she hit the jackpot with this guy, and she's coming to tell you, this is for you. Don't disdain, don't fret. There is hope for you too.
Our love story is for you. I started posting dating content as you years ago, and I never want to forget you. And I want our story to give you hope.
The bar is in the basement, especially for a lady that's made an entire career about having standards.
I ended up telling you that I was okay with you asking at 2 months.
You're allowed to be attracted to someone. You need to know that it takes months to actually get to know someone.
It's
And
almost saying, please, oh please.
oh yeah, I was begging.
Oh please, can you ask me?
No decisions should be made within the first few months, you know what I'm saying?
Where to that standard you preach go? We got these very normal early dating moments being treated like spiritual confirmation,
He is a true man of God.
life lessons.
We spent 6 hours talking about Jesus, life, purpose, love, connection, God.
Proof of destiny.
It's just so special.
And tell like evidence of emotional mastery.
And then that attraction that you feel to each other because you're not giving into your urges.
So your brain goes from, okay, this is just a couple, to slowly, why is this being explained like this?
I knew this was different because your words matched your actions every time. And that was so good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not easy, but it is.
And then eventually to, why does this feel like I am being taught something that should be very mundane, very normal? What are you trying to prove? So if at any point in this video you're thinking, I don't see the issue, you will. Her premature gravitas, this extremely heavy importance and weight she's given this relationship very prematurely. Around the 3-month mark, you start asking questions like, do you snore? Do you road rage? What do you like in traffic? But we're not talking about that now.
What we're carrying forward.
I can't lose your heart.
Lose it from where? From 2 days ago. You lose it from where? I'm not exaggerating, okay? This is literally love bombing. Y'all are love bombing each other. These are direct quotes from the series. At one point, Danielle literally says,
This was the first time in my adult life that I had felt safe.
what are you, Tom Raider? What kind of dangerous life do you lead that you never felt safe until this random stranger walked into your life from last Tuesday? I'm sorry. Make you feel the safest you've ever felt. What? You know, when I first saw Danielle's content, I read it a certain way. I thought it was kind of empowering. She's going on these dates and she enjoys it, yeah, but it's never what she wants. So she just moves on. Okay, she's always like,
It was nice, but it was okay, but
which is nice because it makes you feel like, yeah, I can live my life and not need to be in a relationship. I have to just say yes to the first thing that comes at my door, you know? You go be picky. You go lead that independent life that she's leading. Decorate your house. Dress up for like a nice little date, a friends hangout. That's what it looked like on the surface.
Let's fight for us.
From what? 3 months in and we're already fighting for it to survive. What are we doing? This is what I mean by manufactured gravitas. You're adding this manufactured weight to this relationship that it hasn't really gathered naturally. Very normal early dating nerves are being framed as proof of destiny.
How can we find peace and not put weight over you?
Anxiety becomes depth. Speed becomes certainty. This pace isn't for everyone, but she's certain.
So, do I recommend our pace for everyone? Absolutely not. But this was just our pace.
We've been there, girl. We've been there. Intensity becomes wisdom.
She's the best.
At what, honey?
What?
At what?
And any discomfort that you feel watching this, that's framed as your issue. I don't expect you to understand this. She repeatedly prefaces these moments with,
Some people are gonna be so upset about this. Some people watching right now thinking I'm getting ahead of myself. Do I recommend our pace for everyone? Absolutely not.
which is interesting, you know, because these disclaimers only ever show up when the behavior is, in fact, alarming. So we're a bit self-aware. The audience, okay, is not confused because they don't know what healthy love is. They're confused because healthy love doesn't usually require that many disclaimers. Over and over and over again. You know, the whole series is padded with disclaimers. It's like armor for her. People are trying to tell her,
Maybe this is too fast.
follow your own advice. Defensive disclaimer. Interesting. When a relationship is actually secure, you don't really need that much preemptive defense. You don't have to warn people before every clip. You don't have to soften every post with a disclaimer. You don't have to keep reminding the audience to be kind. These people love you. They're your audience. They wanted to help you. That level of defensiveness, you know, usually only shows up when the creator themselves is uncertain. One person said,
If you have to keep saying you're not gonna like this, maybe listen to why people don't.
another said,
This feels like she's arguing with the comments instead of talking to her boyfriend.
and that's the core problem. The relationship starts to feel like it's being lived at the audience, not with her partner. Everything is for the audience, but in a one-way street, because every concern is reframed as negativity. Every question is treated like hate. Every boundary she puts is presented as wisdom, as empowerment. So the audience right now is not allowed to react honestly. That's a dynamic. You're either supportive or wrong. And here's why. Relationships aren't belief systems. You don't have to convert people into agreeing with you that it's healthy. If it's healthy, it'll speak for itself. The comments didn't start mean. They started concerned and then they got exhausted.
We didn't ask for this. Please stop lecturing us. This is embarrassing.
Well, yeah, being preached at, okay, by somebody in a very unauthentic relationship, and only 3 months in is embarrassing. She's not having it, no matter what you say. She doesn't care what your intentions are.
you know, that's not in the plot of my main character movie.
Immune to criticism because she's in a movie. If it's not in the script.
There's gonna be a happy ending.
The problem is that she's teaching a lesson while class is still in session, and she's in it. Watching her docuseries, a pattern emerges, okay? And once you see it, you can't unsee it. This is the formula. Danielle tells him exactly what she wants. He does that thing. The audience is asked to applaud,
So I said I would
like
love
they just
for you to
witnessed a
give me jewelry
grand
because I would
romantic
love-
gesture. That's not effort. That's following instructions. It's manufactured male effort. If he wanted to, he would, because you told him to. Let's start with the most obvious one, the girlfriend proposal.
To set the stage, I had told you that I didn't want you to ask me to be your girlfriend for 3 months.
She tells us repeatedly that she has a 3-month rule. Then that rule gets bent a little bit.
So I ended up telling you that I was okay with you asking at 2 months.
And then he tells us in his own words that she was begging.
And
Almost saying, please, oh please.
oh yeah, I was begging you.
Danielle, we probably should have cut that bit out.
Oh please, can you ask me?
And when he does, it's framed like a cinematic event. Scrapbook, inscriptions, soft lighting and music.
And I wanted to just live in that moment. So instead of just like answering, it shocked me.
Can't believe you did that. That's just so thoughtful of you. She literally told him what to do and then acted shocked when he did it. Exactly. And it's the same thing with gifts.
I had this moment where in the past I've like, oh, I don't need anything, or tell men like, you know, But I was like, why not tell him exactly what I want?
She explains that she decided to be very specific about the things that she wants. Before, she never wanted gifts. This time, no.
And I was very specific that I want it to be small and very dainty and simple. I don't want a big heart.
He buys the necklace, and the framing is...
It was so good. It was, you nailed it.
Girl, you gave him the shopping list. You said, I want that one. That's not love language. That's an Amazon wish list, is what that is. Then there were the month-iversaries.
Every month on our month-iversary.
Plural. Saying every month since month 1 sounds impressive until you realize that's 3 dates. Everyone is introduced with the tone of, if he wanted to, he would. That's the title of the episode. It's like a, I don't know, like a grand marketing campaign for this guy, Lucas. He's so ideal. And this is what people mean when they're saying it just feels so performative. Trying to get an Oscar-nominated performance, chuckling away at the pictures and notes she'd given him. Oh! Sorry, I just can't with that. This clip was it for me. Do I not like seeing people happy? I don't know. No, I'm kidding. I do. But this... I don't believe you. We're not watching spontaneous generosity. We are watching managed optics. To be clear, wanting effort is not an issue. The issue is pretending that compliance is proof of destiny. Oh, he complied to he followed your instructions. Effort. The audience isn't not clapping because they're haters. It's because they're confused. They're being asked to applaud, showing up on time, buying the requested gift, saying that you're nice, planning a date. Like, isn't that the bare minimum that she advocated for?
I know, like, part of this is like bare minimum.
This is not romance. This is like a to-do list, a task completion with a Hans Zimmer soundtrack is what this is. You know, when you zoom out, it shows why this entire series feels like a skit, because effort is not being shown. It's being narrated by her over and over again. It kind of feels like there's a constant fishing for compliments on camera. You know, it makes you wonder, like, how draining this must be, like, off camera.
She's the best.
At what, honey?
What?
At what?
How the whole thing is clipped, it's captioned, and it's presented for consumption. There's a reason it doesn't feel authentic. I'm sure they've got moments where their love is not being witnessed or validated by strangers on the internet. And I'm sure that Danielle gets very upset when that happens.
Shit! Should have recorded that. That would have been the proof they need to see.
Feels like Danielle is trying to push this curated image of desirability that this man is meant to sustain. The guided interview questions show this. When she sat there, you know, interviewing him, guiding him with her questions. Love her! No, he's a testimonial. So we've concluded that this whole relationship feels like magical realism. She calls herself Carrie Bradshaw of San Francisco, like she's the main lead of Sex and the City. You know what? Love it. It is good sometimes. It's fun. It's Emily in Paris, but many people didn't vibe with Emily in Paris. Not just because it's unrealistic. It's disliked because it's self-serious fantasy. The world bends around the main character. Everyone exists to validate their growth, and every inconvenience becomes a lesson, like a Disney show. You're guaranteed a happy ending. That's exactly what's happening here, I feel. The boyfriend, Lucas, doesn't exist as a full person. He exists as, well, to Danielle, a symbol of answered prayers, a mirror for her healing, a supporting character in her arts. It's why you never hear him talk.
Respected or understood what I did.
He barely speaks, not because he's quiet, because he's not allowed to share that part.
Well, I already told you this. It was on our first date. And
what? Because it's unnecessary. Why would you want to hear, I'm here for Emily? The story doesn't require his interior life. Everything is filtered through her interpretation. You know, what he meant, what it symbolized, what it proved. A phrase like couples night, which is literally a language difference,
It's so cute. He calls it couples night.
gets elevated into intentional romance. It's over meaning. This feels like she's playing a character who's in love. Yes, and characters work in fiction. When you try to live in a script, any moment that doesn't fit becomes a threat. That's why everything is narrated, everything is justified, and everything is defended. No matter what, how unnatural it is. Girl doesn't even allow him to do the thing. Danielle, why are we allowing him to do the things he loves?
I'm totally able to sacrifice, like, small sacrifices, big sacrifices.
Just, things like not picking up and going surfing whenever you want to anymore is like, and not because I'm making
our relationship, but our relationship, it's my priority.
He's not allowed to go surfing.
and not because I'm
Stares off into the distance. I feel like it might be because she told him not to, actually. He calls it sacrifice.
I'm totally able to sacrifice.
That's the manufactured gravitas again. They're sacrificing his hobbies. Three months into dating. Imagine being barred from what you love doing. Okay, 2 months into dating someone. And him saying yes right away. Like, not even, I don't know, maybe, we'll see, with time. Well, I'm sure we can come to an understanding. I'll go last. Something to think about because, I love Sarah. No, he jumps in head first. Which makes people doubt, like, what his real intentions are. Update, she posts this video to
Take full accountability.
by not taking any accountability, justifying everything instead. The pattern is she agrees with you, you lower your guard, then she sneaks in why you're wrong for thinking what you thought. She says it was very difficult to have so many people comment on her personal life.
Tried to keep boundaries in place because it's just not normal having this many people commenting on your personal life.
That she decided to share with the internet in a 21-part docuseries, which she knows didn't land.
This did not land at all.
She's agreeing with you. In fact, she says she wasn't sure what she was posting either, halfway through.
I'm over this, so I can only imagine the audience is probably over this too, but I'm locked in. The content is done.
But here's where you're wrong.
However,
She said her job is to influence and content create.
part of my role as a content creator influencer, capture and retain attention.
And she did her job so good.
I knew that I would get more views.
So perfectly. It had good views.
So, as of this morning, I tallied what the view counts were.
Hold up, let me pull up these numbers and show you how well this worked on you.
Is at 39 million, okay?
She mentions how she...
Steamrolled the conversation and didn't let Lucas speak.
And guess what?
I have to say that I agree.
She agrees. But here's where you're wrong.
Also, this is my platform.
She recognizes it was unnatural and a bit cringy.
Again, I'm gonna have to side with you on this one. I agree.
But guess what? Unlike you,
I will say there were a lot of people that enjoyed the series and who viewed the content with a very kind eye.
sorry, but it's not unkind to check on you. It's to make sure you're grounded, to make sure, you're not seeing things through a rose-colored lens. On the point that she's jumping headfirst into this new relationship and that she hasn't followed her own advice, she says,
Not following my own advice that I've given for years.
"You're right." She agrees with you.
There's a level of that's true, and I even said it in the series. But I am now 33. What I would tell a 33-year-old and what I would tell a 23-year-old are different things.
That was advice for a different time now. Which is odd, considering those videos are literally titled Advice to the Younger Ones as the wiser, more experienced, older ones, so...
Things as an almost 30-year-old I wish I knew when I was 25.
They do apply, but we have to justify. She's clearly very affected by how poorly her docuseries was received, and that's understandable. It's not the end of the world, Danielle. It's just an awkward thing you did that we all saw. We'll all collectively move on. Don't worry about it much. I don't like seeing people trip over themselves like this. I don't want her to be scared to come back online because people, no. I had old videos my videos were a train wreck. It was just something that felt off, people had to... Anyway, listen, she might be happy. She might genuinely be in love. And boy, when I tell you I hope she is, I'm not questioning their relationship. If it's true and they're happy, great. I'm just wondering about that performance around it. Happiness does not need a 21-part explanation. Love does not need a docuseries. Healthy relationships sure as hell don't need to be defended this aggressively. We're trying to prove something. If something is solid, it's not gonna crack under a little bit of curiosity, a question here and there from the comments. It doesn't need disclaimers. It doesn't need sermons. Doesn't need lessons. I don't know why you don't need to convince strangers online that it's real. It just exists. But that's the danger of turning love into content. You stop asking, am I actually at peace? Instead, you ask, does this look right? Maybe this works out. maybe it doesn't, but we both agree you don't need to turn 3 months of dating into some kind of curriculum. She's trying to use to give you hope. Single one.
Maybe yours is sooner, maybe yours is later, but I do know it will happen for you.
You too can be me. So if you watched this and you felt uncomfortable, no, you are not bitter. No, you're not jealous, like a lot of the people were trying to say.
If you think this is weird, you're jealous.
No, you're just noticing that something that should be very simple, and in my opinion private, is being made unnecessarily profound. Anyway, the whole thing could have been an email. Okay. Alright, what are your thoughts, bestie? Listen, Danielle, if you're watching this, I just want to say that you give wonderful advice that I wish you would follow. You definitely don't need a dude to feel safe the way you'd mentioned. And I'm certain, I feel like you're uneasy even, around each other. I'm not trying to judge y'all's relationship though. If you're happy, whatever. I'm just talking about what I saw, what you gave us to see. I really, 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 really hope that he's not gonna be using you. I really, 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 really hope that this is genuine and you two are just so perfect for each other and you love each other so much and you fell in love so fast. It happens, you guys. But I really hope for the best for you. I just don't know if this is like... Listen, you know what? What do I know about relationships? What do you know about relationships? You, rotting away in your room, decomposing. Listen, I have a date right now and I kind of have to go. Do you want to debrief when I'm done? I can tell you about it. Can't promise I'll be as entertaining as Danielle, though. Just kidding, I don't have a date. No. You know what I do have? There we go. Edged you. Edge of your seat. You just want to know what I do have. Yeah, you want to know? I'll tell you what I have. Look at you, squirming, trying to know what I have. That was pretty much it. Do you agree with this analysis? Do you disagree? Please, let's hear it, okay? Because here, we're not gonna get defensive. Here, you don't have to be supportive. Here, if you're not supportive, you're not wrong. So you can say what you want. Let me hear it. Let's hear your thoughts. Let's get a nice conversation going on this. What do you think? But yeah, I'm gonna go.